Third reactor, roll off.
What's going on, Reactor Rights? Welcome to our review of Supergirl episode 10, titled Childish Things. I am Mike.
And I'm John.
And we just finished watching the new latest episode. Pretty intense, especially for Win, everyone's favorite
go-getter or lack thereof.
He's just the third wheel.
The friend zone of all friend zone.
But he had a pretty tough episode. Basically, his father escapes from prison, who was Toyman, who we always knew was going to come in at some point, but we thought it was going to be a Win. Maybe it will be. We don't know. And but his father is Toyman, and he breaks out, and he wants to reconnect with his son for a lost time, and it's obviously causes a lot of emotions for him, and I guess that combined with his love for Kara, just a lot of stuff happens in this episode. I mean, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. What did you think, John?
I also enjoyed it too. When I enjoy his character, and I know a lot of guys out there they kind of feel for him. They're like you have that girl that you always like, but you can't really say anything. Mm-hmm. That's not me, but I can feel for him. And here, throughout the whole season, he's working with her. He always wants to be with her. He helps her out in every single way. Like anything she asks, he does.
Yeah. And
here, it's the ball is on his court now because his dad, he escapes. I'm not sure why he escapes on this specific day.
It's just the time. The timing couldn't be perfect.
Yeah.
I think the guy who they got to play his father was, if you guys remember the 1996 Mission Impossible, he was Kittredge, who was one of the main guys from IMF. I don't know what other shows he's been in, but I mean, he's been around. He's been in a couple other TV series, but not any other big movies. But that's what I remembered him from, was from Mission Impossible. I think they could have got somebody better. Like, I think... Well, for me as a kid, I remember reading Superman and seeing like Toyman as like this really creepy guy, and like what we got was just
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, and okay, so I think we talked about this before on the podcast, where we did a podcast now we're doing like YouTube stuff, but in the podcast we would talk about Toyman and how they hinted at it, obviously, with Win in his last name. So, what are they going to bring him in? As a kid, I remember reading in the 90s, I think maybe at the time, I don't know, child abuse or whatever.
Were you abused?
No, I'm just saying. I think it was a hot topic at the time.
Yeah.
So, they put it into the comics. So, Toyman would have children, and Superman would try to find... It was really weird and was very dark. So, that's why I was like, when they brought him in, I was like, oh, that's kind of a tame guy, but then later on they do kind of hint at that storyline. Mm-hmm. That's why I was like, oh my god, it's happening.
Yeah, it's I understand where you're coming from this because you see him like he's killing all the guards, he escapes, and you see his face like, I'm here, I'm escaping. I don't read a lot of the DC comics, but what I do remember, the Toyman was in the 90s animated Superman show, and that one he was pretty creepy. He has a mask, and it's always smiling, and he's like, "Hello, kids." So it kind of reminds me of if Mr. Rogers was like a villain wearing a mask. Yeah. That's what he would be like. And here we kind of get to see his humanity because he's the father of Win, and I'm rooting for Win. Mm-hmm. I like the guy, and you like the guy. So they try to capture that, and it's like he cares about his son, so he'll do like a lot of things. He'll kill. But he has that twisted sense of caring.
Yeah, and basically the reason why he says he broke out was because he wanted to make up for lost time, and he said that he realized that his son was his greatest creation, even though like the reason why he said he went insane for the first time, I don't remember the origin of Toyman originally, but he says that his toys designs were stolen, and that he ended up killing the guy who stole his designs because of what happened. But he says that even after all that, his greatest thing he ever created was his son, and that they share something. They share this. They're both the same. Like basically, he's saying that Win will basically become Toyman as well. Yeah. That's what we've always
throughout the whole show, we're thinking that Win's going to become the Toyman because he shares the same name, and he's hinted at his father being a criminal before, like he's in jail. So we're like, like father, like son. And that's what I was thinking, like he's going to turn. But in this show, he actually talks about how he's afraid he might end up like his father, because his father was a nice guy before. They shared a lot in common. They had a lot of good father and son moment until the day when the dad's boss screwed him over and he snapped like that.
Yeah.
So here, when he's afraid, like he might snap in any moment. So he tells Kara this. And so Kara's like, it's not going to happen to you. You're a different guy. But who knows?
Yeah, especially, with the constant love triangle that they've been putting out there. I mean, it's not really a love triangle. It's a love triangle, but, everybody knows. It's just Jimmy Olsen and it's Kara. That's what the...
It's a love triangle that isn't going anywhere because Jimmy Olsen's with, was it Lucy Lane? Mm-hmm. And Kara likes James and Wynn likes Kara, but it's just... It's not connecting. There are a lot of loose ends.
Then, even Kat says to Kara that she knows, that she has a thing for James. And she's like, what? No. Why would you think that?
It's pretty obvious. Everybody knows. The viewers know. Kat knows.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Superman knows. He's, not even in the same city, but he knows.
Yeah. And so it was the fact that they set it up that way was perfect for what they were going to do later because they try to capture him, it doesn't work out, and then he's letting off steam to Kara, and they're both together in the apartment alone on the couch next to each other
talking intimately
just like we are right now. What she was saying is because he's talking about how he lost his world when his father got taken away by cops when he was 11 years old, and she says that we're very similar, we're the same, I lost my world and you lost yours, and it's no, don't connect with him. Don't say you guys are the same.
Yeah, she's been connecting, and we know that he cares for her, he loves her. She feels indifferent.
Yeah. And
I knew something was going to happen, and it did. And he laid one on her, and she just quickly turned away. What's going on? And it's are you that dense girl? So he left, and he gets kidnapped by his dad.
Yeah. And it was that moment though, you were kind of like, oh no, and it happened. And then when he gets kidnapped, his dad basically wakes him up and says that this is what I want you to do. We're the same, and then I know that you're having trouble, but I'm gonna help you. Whatever, realize your full potential. Basically, tells him he has to kill the guy, one of the guys he's part of the company that screwed him over.
Yeah,
and he kills the head guy. Then he doesn't have to blow up a bunch of other people with he's hitting bombs in this toy expo, which happens to take place at
Frankensons.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Frankensons is located in the city of Industry, and we go there a lot. We're based in LA, and we always visit there. So just seeing Frankensons there, it's just look at that. That's nice. That's a nice product placement. And they even said on the show, thanks for sponsoring us, Frankensons. It's wow, that's wow.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
John. Yeah. Couldn't put it better. So yeah, one of my favorite scenes from the episode was when Supergirl goes to find Toyman at the abandoned factory, and she gets stuck in quicksand. The reason why I like this part is not really for her being captured or the banner between him and her. That really didn't matter to me. It was just kind of weird that she couldn't just capture him.
Yeah.
For how fast she is.
Yeah.
But the whole thing with the kid, that freaked me out because that reminded me of the Toy Man we were talking about from the 90s. Because he says that, you'd be surprised how easy it is to lure a child with a free toy or something. Yeah. And you hear a kid in one of the trunks that are going to fall into this giant wood chipper. And that reminded me.
That's a classic Toyman moment. Just the creepy stuff, and then you got these big toy sets, traps, booby traps everywhere.
Yeah.
And either Supergirl or with Superman cartoon, he has to save the people before crap hits the fan. It's just funny that she got stuck in quicksand, and you're telling me this quicksand is more powerful than, let's say, her carrying a jet and all that. It's the suction. That suction will be the death of her.
I know, what if she just went to the bottom and just used her strength to break out?
Yeah.
I guess not. It's quicksand. Another unknown weakness to Kryptonians.
I didn't know that. I'm shocked. That got me thinking. You know how these villains, they create all different types of kryptonite, like the kryptonite bullets.
Yeah.
I think in here they had a kryptonite bullet. I mean, kryptonite liquid.
Yeah.
And they inject. What about kryptonite? What about kryptonite sand?
Yeah.
Just blow it, and they breathe it in, and they're like.
You be a Class A villain there, John, for Superman and Supergirl.
Yeah.
So, another thing that happened in this episode was John Johns has to go and find out, what was in that room. Remember, they sent Jimmy Olsen into Maxwell's Lord's Industries base, and then they found a room and they couldn't get in there, so they send John Johns. He impersonates Maxwell Lord. He gets in there. He finds this woman.
Who is this woman?
She name's Jane Doe. Is this Bizarro? Is this the Bizarro we've been hearing about?
Yeah, because there are reports that Bizarro Supergirl version. She's going to be in it, and maybe this person is going to be it. She's a Jane Doe, so we really don't know. And it looks like it's someone that John Jones really cares about. They probably have history together, or maybe she used to work at the DEO. We just don't know.
Yeah. So he gets caught. He does his memory wipe thing. I don't know enough about Martian Manhunter he's basically did a permanent memory wipe.
Yeah.
This guy don't remember anything.
Yeah. Well, I think from what I know that Martian Manhunter, he's pretty powerful. He can fly. He's got super strength, and he has a power to just read minds. And so kind of think of it like Professor X, where he can enter people's minds and then just do whatever he wants, make them think certain ways. So you can kind of see it here, where he just wipes the person's mind away.
Yeah, but he did all of his mind. Couldn't he just do
probably, I don't know. Probably he couldn't control it. He's probably not strong enough to be able to control a certain part of what mind to erase, what memory to erase. And so that's why he doesn't like doing it.
Yeah, so that happened, and her Kara's sister ended up going out with Maxwell Lord to kind of lure him away from the labs, and she thought they had good intel and they had duped Maxwell Lord, but it turns out
Maxwell was the one duping them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this nice moment with Supergirl and Alex, and then they're like, yeah, we got the upper hand. Yeah, take that. But no, Maxwell, he's got a secret camera, and he sees them watching Game of Thrones. I think they're watching Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, that's what he said. It's what is it? Where were you? It's whatever something night, Game of Thrones and pizza night or something. Yeah.
And so here he's watching it. He sees that they're, he now knows they're sisters, and Supergirl, he knows everything, and he has something against Supergirl. I don't know if he wants to kill her or he wants to just learn more about her, but I think in the long term he just doesn't want alien help. He wants humanity to be like the superpower.
Yeah, because even Alex tried to ask him about that in their little date at the restaurant. She says, why don't you? What's with you against Supergirl and aliens? Do you not like aliens in general? And he never really expanded on why. And we're probably going to find that out pretty soon, especially with the whole Project Phoenix that they called it. So, we'll have to wait and see about that. But, the ending of this episode was, Wynn gets to finally talk to Kara after, they've already captured Toyman. And it's still pretty awkward. Yeah. It's pretty
okay. I don't know. For me, it's awkward, but I kind of enjoy it. He's finally having the balls to just tell her how he really feels, because he's in love with her. He's loved her since before he knew she was Supergirl, and he laid it all out. So it's the ball is on Supergirl's court now, whether she wants to. I don't know. What's she gonna do?
Yeah, because it was really weird, and it was kind of like the ending. It was a good ending because it was what does she do? Does she? If she doesn't like Wynn, then she can't, just be with him just for the sake of being with him, because then that's going to be the wrong thing. That's why I was worried about with the whole love triangle, because I figured that this would be a way for them to turn him into Toyman. But, she just needs to, I guess, let him know, because she said, she didn't even say...
She didn't say anything.
Yeah, she didn't say anything.
So they left it off as either she's running away from the problem, or so we're not gonna know. So it's either A, she tells him, I don't like you, we can be friends. Or B, she finally accepts that he likes her, and then she goes on a date with him. And I think for me, I would want to see them go on a date together. Just to see how that would work, and then something else bad would happen, and she'll go back to liking Jimmy Olsen again.
Yeah, so it left off on not a great note, and it was, even he says, like, what is he, like, this thing is killing me, like the fact that you know how I feel or something, I can't remember. It was really awkward, and it was good.
But
though.
It's a good thing for Wynn, because now he's he has the courage to tell her how he feels, so he's going to be more confident, and so maybe that's going to make her like him more later on. Mm-hmm. Maybe she's going to like Jimmy Olsen more. Maybe they go on a date, and then she sees Wynn just like being all cool and suave. It's like, hey, who's this guy? You know,
this guy playing Minecraft on his computer. Yeah. I like Minecraft. Yeah, but yeah, it was a good episode. I enjoyed this episode. This is our second video review that we've done on the channel. You guys, the reason why we decided to do a second one, because we got such a great response. I love the comments we saw from the last episode. These guys were kind of arguing, and then they were like, well, you know,
our fans are arguing.
Yeah, these two guys were kind of arguing, and then like it kind of like it ended peacefully, like really quickly. They were just like, well, you know, that's just your opinion, and you know, it's fine if you have a different opinion, but you know,
look at that, you guys just coming together, just bringing peace.
I can't remember who the guys' names were, but it was awesome. Like, I was reading the comments, and I was like, wow, that's America right there.
Yeah. But then somebody else joined in the comments like, you, sir, are a douchebag. Or to that effect. So I thought it was funny. So let us know what you guys thought of the episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or how are you enjoying the Supergirl series so far? So far, we're enjoying it. So I'm just hoping you guys enjoy it too, because I'm enjoying doing this.
And during the show, we did an online poll. You could go to our Twitter page at Nerd Reactor. We always post all our stuff up there. But yeah, we did a poll to ask what you guys thought of the episode. 40% of you thought it was great. 20% of you thought it was okay, and then another 40 of you thought it was meh. So
wow, so
it
feels kind of split.
Yeah, like I think like even when we were doing the podcast, like people didn't seem to gravitate towards Supergirl as much, and I mean I understand that's like mostly for females, but hey, you got two guys right here telling you it's a pretty good show. I mean, it's not,
it's just our opinion.
Yeah, it's just
you
our
might
opinion.
have a different one.
And if you guys don't like it, let us know why. And if you do like it, tell us what you think of the show, and we'll keep doing this. We have more videos coming up in the week. This is a big week for TV.
A very big week.
We got the return of Arrow. We got the return of Flash.
And then we got the new show, Legends of Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then we're even going to check out, Star Wars Rebels. So if you are enjoying that show, we'll review that show too.
So yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for liking and subscribe. If you want to hear us talk about more Supergirl stuff or Arrow or any other CW TV shows, I've been Mike, and he's
John.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.